a fairy tale to life in a uniquely personal way by dressing as Cinderella with one major difference. Her name is Mandy Persley, and she was born without a right forearm. So as you can see, she wore a glass prosthetic instead of a glass slipper. She's here with us right now. Hi, Mandy.
Hi.
I love you. It's such a cool thing you did. What inspired this photo shoot?
Well, it all started when my daughter was studying Cinderella stories at school last year. And there's all these really beautiful adaptations from around the world, but I realized there were still no princesses who looked like me, who had some kind of physical difference.
Yeah.
And that's a character that would have been really meaningful to me as a child.
Yeah.
And so I just thought, if she didn't exist, I'm going to create her.
Invent it.
Yeah.
I love it. And you actually made all the outfits, right?
I did, yeah.
Not only yours, but your husband's.
I did, yeah. I'm a seamstress. So, you know, true Cinderella fashion.
I was like, wow, you're actually Cinderella. Cool.
So I did my Cinderella ball gown, and I listed my husband to be Prince Charming.
That's sweet.
Yeah.
I love that you got your husband to do that. I can get my husband to dress up too.
Yeah.
It's pretty fun to get them to do that. You
It is.
Cuddles, but it's mine.
It is.
You originally planned to unveil this whole idea, this whole concept at Comic-Con, right?
Yeah.
Why didn't that happen?
So I have a chronic illness, and unfortunately it got the better of me. So we were actually backstage, ready to go on, and I passed out. And so I went to the hospital instead of going on stage.
Oh my God, you worked so hard!
I know. I was so discouraged that I didn't even show people these photos that we had done. And then a couple weeks ago, I had a friend, and she asked if I had any photos of Cinderella I could share with this little girl she knew who had one arm. And I thought, you know, I'm going to post these.
Oh, that's a God thing.
To make
that
one
just
person
came up out of
happy.
nowhere.
Exactly. And, you know, it is a God thing that it's blown up in this way.
Yeah, I mean, the fact, that's so cool. I love the universe. I love God. I love how that works. Why was it so important to you to do this photo shoot?
You know, originally I really wanted other little girls who had some kind of a physical difference to see themselves represented, because I think it's so much easier to believe in yourself if you see people who look like you achieving the same dreams that you have. But I think it's had such wide appeal because we all have ways in which the world makes us feel less than perfect.
Yeah,
and so
it's called social media.
Exactly. So I hope this just inspires people to embrace themselves, because I think when you can really love yourself and then extend that love and acceptance to other people, that's what makes the world a better place.
Absolutely. You kind of feel it on the fact that, like, representation, like having representation for everyone.
Absolutely. My challenge is in my mind. I have dyslexia. So challenge is everybody has some sort of challenge. And not only is this brave and beautiful, but it is also so thoughtful, so worldly thoughtful, that you would think to do that for everybody else out there.
That's really cool.
Yeah, and for me, I agree with everything that's been said. I mean, I think as people with a platform, we have a responsibility to do something good with it. You know, we have fans who listen to us, even non-fans that are forced to listen to what we're saying on social media and all of that. So, you know, for me, like when we were doing The Lion King, everywhere we would go, people would ask me, press would ask me and Seth, like, oh, are Timon and Pumbaa gay? Like, et cetera, et cetera. And it gets to a point where you're like, well, I don't know. That's not on the script. But instead of arguing over silly things like that, why don't we just
ask
put...
that?
Constantly.
That's weird.
Yeah, and I'm like, I don't know. He's a meerkat. I don't know. Like, I didn't write it. But at the same time, I think it's important to have LGBTQ characters everywhere, including in animated films and family films. And so we don't have to have stupid arguments about Timon and Pumbaa.
Don't you wish there were times, there's been times in my life I have these Ally McBeal moments in my head that play out, that I'm like, when someone asks me some kind of stupid asinine question like that, I just want to go, pass. I'm done with you.
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
what?
Yeah.
I can't even believe that was an issue or brought up.
People are looking for a quote to put on Twitter, you know, like anything controversial to get clicks. That's a whole other story. We're not here to talk about that.
But you know what? You can come back and I will talk about it. I can't stand that. But we do need to take a break. Mandy's photo shoot has been an inspiration to people all over the world. So when we come back, we're going to meet one of them.